Will Barton. That's the name that kind of came up, yesterday? 2 days ago?
Yeah, I think it was the day before.
He is 30 years old. He's averaging 11.6 per game, 4.1 boards, 3 assists, 42.2% from the field, and almost 39% from 3. He's decent on the defensive end, has improved, and he is comfortable with or without the ball, so he can space the floor. George, I'll throw this to you first. Where's your interest level? Let's just do this. 1 to 10. We'll go down the George, Snap, Get, myself. How interested are you in acquiring Will Barton? And then we can discuss maybe what it would take.
All right, we'll go with if we aren't acquiring Kyle Lowry, what my interest level would be.
Just go on this player.
Yeah, like a 7, I guess. 7, 8. I mean, I feel like Will Barton wouldn't cost too much to get to trade for, especially right now. And he'd be another guy that you have depth for, that can shoot the 3 pretty well, that is better defensively than he's been in the past. Like, he's only gotten better. So having a guy like that that's comfortable with without the ball and can be more depth for you guys that you don't really probably have to trade much for, you're always going to be interested in that deadline, especially with this bench. Like, you need depth at some point on this bench that we have right now. So I would say 7, 8 for Will Barton. I'm definitely on board if they want to trade for him.
Snap, where's your interest level?
As an overall piece, if they had traded for him right now without giving too much, I'd put him in an 8 range out of 10. And clearly not a 10 because we know who 10 is. But at 8, he's about an 8 because even though he's averaging 11 points per game, his field goals attempts per game are down this year. He's not getting as many shots at the rim this year because of Michael Porter Jr. And I think he would be a nice second unit piece, and he would just add that scoring and shooting we really desperately need from outside moving forward. And he's this athletic wing type of player. Like, you can never have too many of them.
We didn't include this. Does anyone know how big he is? Like, he's lengthy. Like, how big
I got
is
his page up right now because I was looking at his stats. He's 6'6", so he's great size for a combo guard.
All right, Ginn, where's your interest level?
I like him. I like Will Barton a lot. Will the Thrill.
Will the Thrill.
I don't know. I think he'd have to start because I think you'd have to move Danny Green to get him. So I don't see where he would be in the second unit with Shake unless Denver's completely done with him and ready to just move him for whatever. You know what I mean? Which he has been playing less and less time because, I mean, Denver is relatively deep. So I don't know really what the asking price is for Will Barton. I tried to just look it up to see a mock trade and couldn't find anything. It was like the most ludicrous trade I ever saw. I'm not even mentioned, but yeah, I'll say a 7 too. Like, I definitely take Will Barton. He's a guy that can get buckets for you that we don't have off the bench or anyone out of the Holy Trinity.
I see Abe has a 7, Mike has a 7. I'm right around there with you guys. I'm a little, not that there's much of a difference from a 7, 8. I'm a little bit more of a Snap. He said around that 8 range. I'd go there as well. His minutes are down. His field goals per game are down. Like, attempts per game are down. I think he would just be, like you said, I don't know what it would take. Like you said, I don't know his contract. Do you have that up? All right. So I don't know what it would take if the money would have to be Danny Green or whatever. I have no idea. But the thing with it doesn't make sense with Denver. I get it. Like, MPJ is kind of taking that role or whatever, but Denver's win now as well. He's a piece on their team that's, that can get buckets for them. If they're trading him, I would imagine they would need a play now player as well. Does that make sense? Like a Matisse Thybulle-esque player right now. So I have no idea what Denver's asking price is, but just as far as what getting Will Barton would do for the Sixers, I'm more towards an 8 for this. Especially if he could come off the bench and just be a hooper off the bench and a bucket getter for you. And like Snap said, his size is there. He's lengthy. And if George is right and he's improved on the defensive end, then I like it, man. So 7
to add, right now this year he's making 13.7 million, but if we trade for him, he's actually still under contract in the next season where he'll make 14. So I think that adds to the value that you would have to put out for Will Barton. So I could see Danny Green and maybe some sort of pick combination.
What?
All right. Because like Danny Green
You want
frustrates us
Danny Green?
all, but I like Danny Green.
And
And
I
I don't
Danny
know.
Green, but I
And
would
let me ask you this:
I'll
if
pay
you
for
had
it.
to move Danny Green, how much does Will Barton move a needle subtracting Danny Green compared to like? I feel like if you're getting Will Barton, the point is to add to the depth, if that makes sense, not replace Danny Green with and whatever else with Will Barton. Does that make sense?
Then you're gonna have to probably do a deal, which would be like, if I'm Denver, the first thing I'm saying is, all right, trade us Mike Scott and Maxey and some sort of pick. Because then I need higher value in either youth or picks if you're not going to give me a starter.
We wouldn't trade Tyrese Maxey for James Harden.
Exactly. So the deal could look like it's going to fall through.
Yeah, I don't know. But we're not Daryl Morey, so hopefully he's got something up his sleeve.